Stacey Salomon. And their team captain, John Luck. And facing them tonight, sex, cheese, and rock and roll, it's Alex James. This charming man, it's David O'Doherty. And their team captain, John Richardson. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy
Welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 3 in 10 households don't own a book? And before you start arguing, the Domino's menu is not a book. Scientists claim that up to 70% of British men are related to Tutankhamun. I think what they're saying is, somewhere in the very distant past, we've all got the same mummy. And 52% of dog owners pet their pooch whilst driving. I sometimes pet my girlfriend's pooch whilst driving. But I stroke her puppies first, I'm not an animal. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. Tonight, it's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most annoying things about modern life. John Steen, you ought to go first. What's the most annoying thing about modern life?
It's hard for me to be specific because I pretty much hate everything. And I think I would have hated everything whatever era I was in.
Wow. Apart from cardigans.
Love a cardigan.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a cardigan? You guys.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I
You'll
don't
regret-
own a cardigan.
You don't own a cardigan?
My nan's got loads.
Maybe I'll take her number.
We're obviously all out of our depth, Jimmy, with this subject. As comedians, we don't really think about things that annoy us that much.
Because you're very much sort of in the clowning tradition, I feel.
I am. You know.
You bring joy to the world.
I am. A little bit of sunshine I like to bring into the world. I don't know. Ask the tramps, what do they think?
Tramps.
I've been on... Is it how shop doorways are getting smaller?
I've been trying to get healthy recently, and that's quite annoying.
What's your health regime?
I bought a box of muesli, which is it's all of the other breakfast cereals have like a cartoon character on the front, but if muesli were to have a picture, it should just be an old lady crying. Just, help me, shit.
Generationally, I think we will be remembered as the generation who invented the gastric band. When they look back on us, they'll go, what were people up to then? Well, they had to staple their stomachs closed because they couldn't stop shoveling shit into them. There's been industrial revolutions, there's been civil wars, but if it's there, I can't resist a bonbon. Yes, you can.
I can't refuse food, never. Never have, never will. I don't exercise.
You must exercise a bit.
I had to exercise once for the triathlon, and everyone was coming out of the triathlon like, oh, I feel exhilarated, I'm doing it next year, I'm signing up now. I was like, oh my God, get me out of here, I'm never doing this again. What a horrible thing to do. Who puts himself up for this?
I don't like it if people... It's all very well if you're on a diet, but I do think, you know, what you do in the privacy of your own home, that's your business, right? But
Thanks,
if you
man.
come out, then don't bring your diet with you. That's the rule to me. When you get people come over and, you know, have you got any macrobiotic food, please? No. I'm going to barbecue.
Well, whenever I'm cooking, I always make sure there are dishes available. Well, I always make sure there's a vegetarian choice when I'm cooking. They can make do or they can fuck off.
I had a bacterial stomach infection recently. And I lost I lost 2.5 stone. And I guess it's more just an indication of the superficial times we live in. Everyone I met just went, you look brilliant. And I you have a healthy glow, it's a poo smell.
This is the basic thing that we as a generation haven't understood about our bodies, is that our mouths are bigger than our arseholes.
I'll tell you what worked for me. When Blur got back together, I started running to get back into my Britpop trousers. But one night I got caught out and it got dark before I got home. And so I ended up running around the woods in the dark. And I got home and I burnt like 2,000 million calories and my average heart rate had been like 106% of maximum because I was cacking it, running around the woods in the dark with a torch on.
You take a...
That's the best way to lose weight.
Jack wants to say something.
Oh, I don't want to say something.
Jack wants to say something.
No,
say it, Jack, please.
Shut your mouth.
It'll be good, Jack.
I was going to say you could take a video and call it the Blur Witch Project. I don't want to say it. Shut up. Don't make me say it.
OK, let's have a look and see whether dieting and exercise annoys people. Yes. Yes, the pressure to diet and keep fit is annoying. Some ladies don't exercise because they worry they'll look stupid. Ladies, you don't look stupid. What's stupid about an 18-stone woman in size 8 leggings sweating like a whore in church on a bike that's going nowhere? Sean, what else do you think people find annoying about modern life?
Is it war?
Well, we're looking for things that are annoying. I mean, it is annoying.
Can you turn it down? I don't watch the news. No, the advertising people. The adverts in your brain.
I love adverts.
Really?
Yeah. You know when you've seen the milk one? There he goes. Listen, love. I swear I've changed. I'm not the same anymore. It's this milk standing talking to this woman. Because he's got rid of his lactose or something. She can drink him now.
Are you broken?
Oh, it's a great advert.
I would deliberately boycott any product that they advertise by making something that doesn't talk. Because there's enough stress looking after people I care about without having to feel like I was rude to my breakfast. Hi, I'm full of friendly... You're a yoghurt. You are a yoghurt. Don't talk to me. And then by the time you've said that, you've already lost. Another guy in a cardigan shouting at a yoghurt in your kitchen.
A survey recently said that the most annoying advert in Britain is the Go Compare.
I don't like the compare the market ones. I tell you what, I think they're racist. You know, with the simples, the Russian accent. It's racist. Basically, what they're saying is Russians are like little furry creatures. If those meerkats had Chinese voices, they'd say if it's comparethemarket.com. That's outrageous. You can't do that. It's not comparethemarket.com. You can't do that. I mean, I can because I'm making a satirical point. If it was Nigeria, like comparethemarket.com. You can't. That's really outrageous. But it's all right to have a Russian accent.
No, just give it a minute. He can definitely dig himself deeper.
Imagine if it's made in Mexico, like...
No!
Comparethemarket.com.
I've got an advertising fact for you. Alexandra, the meerkat from the Compare the Market ads, released a best-selling autobiography last year.
Did he? Yeah. He's doing well.
Yeah. How does he hold the pen?
I looked it up on Amazon. It said people who bought this also bought timeshares in Narnia.
Let's have a look and see if advertising is up there. Yes, being bombarded with adverts is another thing that annoys us all. People say adverts aren't effective, but I know exactly who I would go to if I wanted to compare insurance quotes. Quotezone.co.uk. OK, fingers on buzzers. One more thing to get.
I think air fresheners are the most annoying aspect of modern life, and I think they're unnecessary. If you have air fresheners in your house, you're not washing enough. You want to open the window.
Hey, so speaking of scents, you've just released perfume, haven't you?
Yeah.
Releasing a fragrance.
I thought that was a really polite way of saying she's farted.
I'm not.
You just released a perfume,
It's not
haven't you?
my mum.
What's your perfume called?
It's called Smile. I made it all myself. Woo! They were like, we can do it all for you, design the bottle. I was like, no. I went home like a 5-year-old, drew it. It was really sad. But
And is it like a traditional eau de toilette, or is it more like a Febreze?
It's an eau de toilette, yeah. It's not a Febreze.
If it goes well, can I do the male version of Smile?
Oh, you can. Anger.
Yeah.
Misery.
That'll do.
OK, so that isn't one of the most annoying things about modern life. Have another guess.
Manners. Bad manners. Discourteous behaviour. I think it's very important. I mean, I go home, my wife and kids still curtsy when I come in.
I think sometimes you do need bad manners, otherwise your life would just be hell. You need... Well, you know, if you go over to someone's house or you go out with someone you didn't enjoy it, you know, if you're not rude to them at the end of it, it's only going to happen again, isn't it? So it's best to say, to be honest, I didn't enjoy it. The food was chewy, and your partner is a crashing bore. It's been a rubbish evening.
You don't need to say any of that. You can do it with a look, and this is the look. Bye. Say, lovely evening. You just go.
I've had a great evening.
That is it. Yeah. You're pretty good at that look.
Yeah. I've had a great time.
Is anyone ever rude to you, Stacey? I can't imagine they would be.
There was this one person who was just... Oh, no, it doesn't happen often. But there was one random girl come up to him and went, I've heard you're not very nice, huh? And I was like, oh, thanks. Shoot me down. Spit on my kids, why don't you?
Someone comes up to you and says, I've heard you're not very nice. That's just your chance to go, no, I'm not. Go fuck yourself.
What I don't like is all the swearing. I don't like all the swearing, particularly in porn films. See, come on, you're both having a lovely time. She's performing an act of great kindness, and all you can do is swear. It's so ungrateful. It is. I'll turn the sound down. I can't listen to it. I can't.
It's the little occasions, though, where people are rude and they show bad manners that is most upsetting when you're driving and you stop at a zebra crossing for someone and they walk across as if it's their God-given right. You know, all you have to do is... That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Just a little...
And I, as a driver, am satisfied. That's fine. It's a good little exchange. I stopped for you. You said thanks. But then if they walk across without even doing that, you think, well, now I have to do a U-turn and see how fast this car can really go.
Let's have a look and see whether bad manners is one of the most annoying things about modern life. Yes, bad manners are the most annoying thing about modern life. My granddad used to insist on standing up whenever a lady walked into the room, which ultimately is what led to him losing his disability living allowance. So at the end of that round, I can tell you that Sean, Jack and Stacey have 2 points. John, Alex and David have 1. That's it for part 1. See you after the break. Welcome back to 8 out of 10 Cats. Our next round is Pick of the Polls. OK, John's team, what do you like the look of?
I like the woman.
He likes the woman.
Go for the frightened woman.
OK, so you've gone for the frightened woman. Here is a clip, a magnificent clip, might I add, to illustrate your question.
Chris, you chose Muhammad Ali.
Come on, Miss Piggy. Come on. Come on.
Sabrina, you chose Miss Piggy.
Yes, I did. Oh, my God, I got the straight wrong answer.
I'm going to reveal the wrong answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The wrong answer is Miss Piggy.
Oh, my God!
Too high. I didn't like it at all. Stupid Muppets.
What I want to know is, what was the question? So the person that got it right said Muhammad Ali. And she said Miss Piggy. How wrong?
That is how all stupid people should be punished.
OK, your related question. Most people would face their greatest fear if they were paid enough money. True or false?
I would, because my greatest fear is having no money.
You cannot argue with that. What's your greatest fear, Stacey?
I'm scared of quite a lot of things, most things, in fact.
Because you were on I'm a Celebrity, weren't you?
Yeah, that was scary.
What was the worst thing you had to do?
I hated that truck thing they put me in, where, like, every cubbyhole had a different, like, bug in it, and then you have to, like, open them up and then untie knots. I mean, and you'd think they'd put the knots a little bit loose for you, you know? You've already opened this cupboard. Some spider, cockroach thingy has fallen on you. So I was covered in bugs, and I was just like, I can't open the knots. Why? And then it, like, tipped over, chucked me out the back.
Jimmy's trying to follow the story. He's going... I'd love you to explain the plot to a film like Usual Suspects. That'd be great.
OK, what's your greatest fear, John? What are you...
I'm scared of spiders, I'm scared of heights, I'm scared of things that will hurt. I don't understand why people are supposed to get over their fears. Fear is a legitimate thing to stop you dying of things. We used to do a thing at school where you go up to someone and you go, oh, I've got something for you. Oh, blinking powder. Oh, you blinked. You go, yeah, I thought you were going to throw something in my face. It's natural. I'm not going to get over it so that I can end up... But King Harold wasn't in a field going, yeah, didn't blink now, did I?
You make a point, and it's not... you know, you should be properly scared of things that are dangerous. You know that guy who had a pet cobra?
Oh, yeah, this was recently.
Yeah, he kept a cobra in his house, and... you know, he kept it for a couple of years, and then sooner or later it just went like that, bit him, and he died. It was very sad. But he was quoted as saying that cobras are much misunderstood. I thought, yeah, by you.
My friend worked for a while in the lion enclosure in Melbourne Zoo in Australia, and they've had several people, 3 people have tried to break in to talk to the lions in the middle of the night. Mostly, there's a religious man who's jumped in twice and he reads the Bible to them. But the other guy was a karate, he was a black belt, and when the next morning all they found was his head, and there was a legal case afterwards to try and find out what had happened, and his sensei was called in, and the quote from his sensei was, no. All I said to him was, you are so good, you could fight a lion.
I love the way you say they had an inquest. Was it an inquest?
Inquest.
Inquest into the death. I'm not qualified in any way, but I could tell you what happened there. Lion go yum yum.
Do you think the lion toyed with him at all? Said, whoa, that's hard. What are you doing? You're a tough guy. What is this, karate, is it? Never heard of that. Oh, stop. Ow, that hurts.
OK, most people would face their greatest fear if they were paid enough money. True or false? Sean?
What do you think?
Definitely.
Yes,
Would.
OK,
I
yes,
think people
definitely.
would.
We'll say definitely.
You're saying true, you're saying...
We think yes as well.
Yeah, go on.
OK, I can tell you the answer is true. 83% of people would face their greatest fear if they were paid enough money. People appear on shows like I'm a Celebrity to conquer their worst fears, like not being famous anymore.
Anyway.
Nation sweetheart. So the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your question. Best thing about the countryside?
Having a nature wee.
You live pretty much on a farm, don't you? Is it a farm?
I do live on a farm, yeah.
And it's a working farm?
Works very well, thanks.
Your team does this evening, John, if you don't mind me saying, look like a farmer's convention. In a good way. In a good way. It just looks as if you're all here going, well, we'd like to learn a lot more about combine harvesters this week.
I think the joys of the countryside are subtle, aren't they?
Cow pat.
Subtle.
I think it's the best. Just that they called it cow pat. I think it's brilliant.
Not easily pleased, Stacey.
Did you ever go cow tipping? Everyone pushes over a cow and they're like... Get back up again.
Have you ever done that? Have you? It's a lot of fun.
Fly tipping is very intricate. The best thing about the country is hanging around the woods and waiting for Alex James to run past. And all his gear. It's very funny.
I'd like to do it naked. I would like to run naked through the countryside.
Well, you own quite a big bit of land. You could just do that on your own land. They can't stop you, I don't think.
No, just everywhere.
There's something... A man running naked is never good. There's some flippity-floppity going on there. What do you like most about the countryside, David?
I like the lawlessness of it.
Given the frequency of murders in Midsummer and how late John Nettles solves them, imagine if you lived anywhere other than that, you could get away with a murder. Because he only just gets it anyway. And if I lived in another village you didn't live in, I could definitely harpoon the cricket scorer.
Jack, you ever been to the country?
Yeah.
Like it? Hate it?
I like shooting owls. They got no right flying around at night. All birds merely go to bed at night time. They don't do that. So I don't have any truck with that.
That sounds like the sort of thing a psychopath would write in blood on a wall, going, I killed the owls because the birds go sleep night time. Really, you don't really shoot all the owls anyway.
No,
you were just having a bit of fun.
It was just for comic effect. Comic effect.
Come on, everyone, relax a bit. I'll tell you what I like about the countryside is the vibrant wife-swapping communities. I mean, you can get unlucky. You go, oh, it's Auntie Sue again.
Still, she makes a terrific breakfast. Best thing about the countryside, I'll give you a clue.
Is it seeing Land Rovers in their natural habitat? Roaming free across. A lot of kids have never seen them in the wild.
They serve beer.
The pubs.
That's the right answer.
The pubs.
Yes, the best thing about the countryside is country pubs. I stayed in the countryside and every night I found myself in the ploughman's arms. He was so hunky I just couldn't help myself. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are John, Alex and David have 3 points. Sean, Jack and Stacey have 3 points. It's a dead heat. Everyone's a winner. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in to 8 out of 10 Cats Uncut on Saturday. That's all from us. Good night.